I remember the sound first, a crack, wet, sharp, final, my rib folding under his fist. My brother's face didn't twist with rage, it stayed calm, almost bored, as if my pain was background noise to his future. Mom pressed her hand over my mouth before I could scream. Her eyes darted toward him, then back to me. "Stay quiet," she whispered, voice trembling but steady enough to cut. "He has a future. Don't ruin it." That was the night the illusion broke. The boy I once shared secrets with, the one I defended at school when kids mocked his stutter, had become a predator dressed as a golden sun. And our mother, she had chosen her favorite. But my doctor, she didn't look away, not like Mom. She saw the bruises, the purple map drawn across my ribs. She listened as my lungs rattled when I breathed. Then she set down her pen, lifted her eyes and said, "You're safe now." Her hand hovered over the phone. And that's when the plan began. It wasn't always this way. There was a time when my brother and I were inseparable. He'd sneak into my room after nightmares, whispering, "Don't tell Mom, but I'm scared." I'd wrap him in a blanket and tell him he was safe. I built his courage brick by brick, even when I had none of my own. But people change, or maybe masks slip. As we grew, he stopped being afraid of the dark. He learned to make others afraid of him instead. The first time he shoved me, he apologized. Tears, snot, promises. The second time, he blamed me. By the fifth, Mom had already perfected her script. "He didn't mean it. He's just under pressure. Don't ruin things for him." And I obeyed, until my ribs snapped, until the silence tasted like blood in my mouth. I didn't rage. I didn't beg. I waited. I watched the way he strutted at family dinners, soaking up praise for his grades, his charm, his future. He was careful in public. Gentle voice, soft smile, hands folded neatly in his lap. But I knew the truth. The doctor's words replayed in my head like a metronome. "You're safe now." Not "you will be," not "maybe." Now. So I began building the case, not in anger, but precision. First, the photos. Every bruise, every mark, cataloged in hidden folders. Dates, times, notes. Second, the witnesses. A neighbor who'd once overheard shouting. A teacher who asked why I flinched when touched. Each conversation, small, quiet, deliberate. I didn't beg them to believe me. I just let them see what they had already noticed. Third, the pattern. I traced every incident like connecting stars into constellations. One story might be ignored. A constellation can't. When the police file grew fat enough, I added the final piece, Mom. Her voice, caught on tape, whispering those words, "Stay quiet, he has a future." That was the nail in his coffin. The night everything shifted, he was celebrating. A scholarship dinner. Everyone in the room adored him, his future, painted in gold. I slipped in silently, a shadow among the applause. He spotted me across the hall. That smirk, the one that said, "You'll never touch me." He didn't know I already had. The officers came in quietly. No scene at first, just firm hands on his shoulders, polite murmurs. Then the whispers started. The cameras flashed. The golden boy froze as reality stripped him bare. Mom's face collapsed when she saw the warrant. When she heard the words, assault, evidence, medical records, witness testimony. She looked at me as though I had betrayed her. "No, Mom, you betrayed me." He screamed when the cuffs closed around his wrists. Not from pain, from humiliation. That was the first time I saw fear on his face since we were children, and I savored it. He tried to lock eyes with me as they dragged him out, searching for the sister who once swore to protect him. He found someone else instead. Someone he had built with every strike, every bruise, every whispered order to stay silent. The trial was clinical, my evidence airtight. His mask shattered under cross-examination. The tape of Mom's voice sealed the verdict. I didn't cry. I didn't smile either. I just breathed, deeply, finally. People asked me later if I missed him, if I regretted tearing apart my family. I told them the truth. Family isn't blood. It's who pulls you out of the dark, not the one who pushes you deeper. My brother thought he was untouchable. My mother thought silence was strength. They were both wrong. I walk lighter now. The bruises faded years ago, but the scars, they don't ache anymore. They remind me. Justice isn't loud. It doesn't scream. It builds quietly, brick by brick, until the walls close in. And when it does, you don't just survive. You win.